Hey everyone, happy Sunday. So today is normally a day, right, that most people tend to meal prep. And I have decided to really get focused in on our budget and not spend more money than we really have to. I've been spending a lot of money on food just here and there. I go to the store, buy whatever I want. But the thing is, sometimes we just need to go grocery shopping in our own pantry. So first, before you go to the grocery store, and maybe you already have and that's fine, but the next time you go, I want you to take some time and look through your pantry and really look through things that you can use and get creative with. So I'm going to take you on a little tour through my pantry. And yes, you may find some dirty things, but just to give you an idea of kind of the staples that I have on hand. All right, dun, 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 dun. My pantry. And I'm sorry for the noise in the background. My husband's working on some shelves. But anyways, the things that I keep on hand. I typically, yes, I still have the whole white flour kind of thing just in case we make our, I don't know, family traditions. But really, I have, if you can see in the back, almond meal flour. I have a lot of coconut sugar. I have sugar in the raw. I have cacao powder, just different kinds of things. I do have brown sugar, things like that. I keep a lot of pecans on hand. Enjoy Life chocolate chips. I love those. You know, I have this stuff for sweet, you know, a lot of almonds and stuff like that. Like things like this, I have because of my sister, but I don't use them. Like I am going to either give them to her or throw them away. But I have things like coconut flour. Oh yes, my favorite. Rolled oats. You can find them gluten-free, which is amazing. Oh, sweets. This is one of like my favorites. I find this at Whole Foods. And I tend to look for the non-GMO label as much as I can. Yes, those things are going to be more expensive, but you know what? I want to make sure that I'm feeding my family as healthy as possible, but yet still enjoying the treats. I have the Cheerios for the kids. I have Love Crunch granola in the back there. And this is the Honey Bunches of Oats. I don't eat that stuff, and it doesn't bother me if it's there or not because I don't reach for it. Now, as far as cans and stuff like that, for me, I buy certain cans, but then, for example, my aunt lives with us, so she may go out and buy her own stuff. But look, I have kidney beans on hand. I have garbanzo beans on hand, and this week I'm gonna get pretty creative with that, right? I have the organic green beans. Sometimes you just need canned stuff. I get it. But when you're searching for canned stuff, you want to make sure that it talks about, you know, just the ingredients and like sea salt. Nothing else. Nothing really funkier than that. Rice cakes are a really good option. My favorite, I have coconut butter. Oh, this is my absolute favorite, almond butter. I have raw, like as in really raw honey. This is totally different than just raw honey. It's more potent, I guess you could say. I have our sunflower butters and stuff like that. Even these baked tostadas, guys. This is something that I want you to realize real quick. Look at this. Baked tostadas. Healthy, right? Because they're baked, right? And my aunt went out and bought them and she thought she was doing a good deed. And I said, there's a reason why I stopped buying them. Look at the ingredients. Red dye number 40, yellow 5, all this kinds of stuff. I'm like, why do you need to dye your baked tostadas? Not sure, but so they've been sitting there. Maybe I'll use them, maybe I won't. I don't know. But I definitely have my quinoa. I have protein, you know, pancakes that I get from Costco. I'm a huge advocate for Costco. I just like things in bulk. White pasta, guys. White organic pasta. My family, that's one thing that they did not want to change. So I have our pinto beans, which, you know, is really awesome. There's gluten-free stuff. Oh, here's another tip, guys. Sometimes I don't have time to make brown rice and quinoa and stuff. This is by far the best. You can get it at your local grocery store. I get it at Costco. I get like a 12-pack or something like that. So I love it. Then you come down here and I just have different kinds of crackers, veggie straws for the kids. These are all their snacks that they are able to eat. I tend to get these little fig bars for them, these little fruit pouches for them. These are the stuff that I feed my kids, you know. Raisins. My kids love raisins, crackers. You know, see, these are things that I don't eat. My aunt tends to buy them, and then she gives them to the kids as snacks. You know, I do feel a little bit is not going to kill them, but I just want them to understand how eating healthy is, you know. So then I have my little area of like Kind bars and stuff like that. Oh, another tip. Popcorn. Skinny Pop popcorn, guys. Guilt-free, amazing. You know, definitely do that. So a lot of the stuff I may eat, and really like the chips and all that, that doesn't bother me anymore. I'm not, if it's your, my suggestion is if it's a food that, you know, you definitely are, you know, craving, like that's just your thing, you want to get rid of it. Those things don't bother me. I don't go for those things. So let's now take a peek in the fridge. Right, so here's my fridge. I have not gone to the grocery store, and I'm actually not going to go today, even though today is Sunday, because I'm really going to try to use and get creative with what I have. So some of the things that I buy, you know, for the kids, I do buy the Immaculate Baking biscuits. They're not the best, but it's definitely a happy medium. Guys, full fat, whole milk, plain Greek yogurt. Yep, got a beer in there. That doesn't tempt me anymore, really. Fruit. Some of the other things that I love, Wella bars. We get them in Texas at Costco. You know, I have, oh, another thing that I feed my kids, sprouted bagels. I find these at Whole Foods. You know, just little things that I have on hand. My fridge is pretty empty, but I'm okay with it because I have still a lot of vegetables and fruits and frozen stuff that I can use as well. Frozen broccoli, frozen turkey burgers. I have frozen beans, frozen bananas, things like that. When the fruit, here's another tip. When your fruit is about to go bad, or you just, you know, maybe it's not to your liking anymore, freeze it. Perfect for your Shakeology. I have a ton of stuff up here. You can freeze bread. I freeze our kids, you know, for the bread for them. Different things that I keep on hand. So this is why I love grocery shopping at Costco. Is it more expensive up front? Yes. However, I freeze everything and I pull it out when I need it. You know, the hot dogs. Surprisingly, yes, I do eat hot dogs, but I try to go with the all-natural hot dogs. As you can see, no MSG, nitrates, or nitrates added, gluten-free, those kinds of things. We all need to have our favorite stuff, you know. Ground turkey, you can see in the back, Adele's chicken sausage, you know, all these things I can go buy at Costco in bulk and then just freeze and keep on hand. And when I'm ready, like this week, I'm going to try to get creative and meal prep, all right? So, a few other things that I like to keep on hand from Costco: quick cooking oats, steel cut oats, coconut oil, and avocado oil as well. So those are just some things that I have in my home, just a little sneak peek so you can get an idea. If you have questions about how I use stuff, let me know.